Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake your body.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Sway in the morning, Shade 45. 43 minutes into the hour. We have our very beautiful next guest is here with us. You know her from The Talk. Mm-hmm. You know her as a New York Times best-selling author. You know her as... You the new host on Whose Line Is It?
Yeah.
The new host on Whose Line Is It Anyway? You just know her as being a good personality with great energy and a funny person. Please welcome to the show, Aisha Tyler.
Thank you, Papa. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I was just enjoying that last song. I think that's the finest use of the word boo-boo in a chorus of a song. Right. Even the first time you heard that song, did he just say roses smell like boo-boo?
Yeah.
That was one of his early efforts in middle school. He first wrote that song as a child. Yes, let me go back and dig back into the old catalog, get that boo-boo song going.
Yeah. But that's Andre 3000, man.
Yeah, I love Andre.
That line was genius. Right? He made boo boo sound like
he
art.
did. He made it sound boo boo woo woo. He made it into like 11 syllables. Yeah. He's an artist. I love Outkast. I love Andre.
You know Outkast. Yeah. You who else are you into? You liking the new artists? You got Drake out, Kendrick Lamar.
I am turning into an old white man. I am. I'm like, all these kids, the rap is just a bunch of sounds and screaming and clicks and grunts, and that dude got a tattoo of an eyeball on his actual eyeball. Kids, get off my lawn, damn you bitch. If I touch them, I'm alone. That's exactly how I feel. I want nice old Tribe Called Quest. I want some roots. I want some I'm a classicist. I've become an old person.
Wow.
I just listen to A$AP Rocky. I like that.
Damn.
Yeah, but I know I'm trying to not be like an old lady. You know what I mean? I'm trying not to be like, I like Jungle Brothers.
Yeah, I like Jungle Brothers too. There's nothing wrong with that. It felt like those guys. I don't know. They made a different kind of impact on music. Right?
I feel like look. I think there's some guys innovating right now, which is great, and I feel like I'm excited for hip-hop innovation. I feel like we had a period where everyone was like, well, he had 30 bitches and Bentleys. I want 40 bitches in Bentleys. Like it was all that, you know what I mean? So I like it when people come into hip-hop trying to innovate. You know, obviously Kanye has been very, very innovative, not just in his musical approach, but in his philosophical approach to hip-hop, and in trying to bring in ideas that aren't just about like, I'm so dope and I'm so hot and come sleep with me, and trying to put more thought into his writing. But I don't know, I feel like everybody hits that age where all of a sudden the hip hop that they grew up on is the only hip hop.
That's the only thing you want to hear.
Every time I tell you, I'm like Sway and King Tech was like my jam in high school. That was my jam. And whenever I guest DJ, I go home to San Francisco and I do guest DJ sets, I always play Falling for Now. That's always. I'm not even messing with you. That's my bear. I'm a Bay Area girl. That's my jam. I got to rep in the Bay always.
Well, you're going to make a black man blush right there.
Yeah, you got that little rosy cheeks.
You know what it is? It's Tracy G has no idea what you're talking about. Most people don't know I came in the game as an artist before getting ready on TV.
That's the track.
Thank you, Aisha, for exposing my past.
That's the record.
Thank you very much.
The record. Well, everybody go listen.
You got a crazy past yourself. You vomited on guys you like. You know, you've done these things. You fell asleep during SATs.
During my SATs, You're talking about the book. So I have a podcast called Girl on Guy where I interview mostly, it's not all men, but mostly men about stuff that guys are into. But it's also about artists and how they come to be the artists they are. And everybody at the end of the show tells a self-inflicted wound story, which is something that went wrong in their lives that was their own fault. Because, you always want to be like, well, it's my ex-girlfriend or my parents did this to me or the man is keeping me down. But, the man didn't pour shots down your throat and make you pull your pants down in the street. That was all you. That was your idea. So after making my guests do this for 2 years, I thought I'm going to write a story about all my own self-inflicted wound stories. And the whole point is you see people like, whatever, people who've been on the show like Anthony Bourdain or Chris Rock or, Andy Richter. Any people who seem successful, they seem perfect, right? Like they fell out of the sky perfect. Everybody makes mistakes every day, all day long. And success is not the absence of failure. Success is persistence through failure.
Right.
And the most successful people are people who never, ever stop. They're relentless, right? And someone said to me the other day, are there any non-learning experiences? I said, no, there's only non-learning people. every single thing that goes down in your life, you can get something out of. So the book is about all the ways I've messed up and what I've gotten from it.
Yeah.
And you know, and hopefully they're funny. People just go like, well, she just has an unrelenting appetite for self-humiliation, you know, self-injury. But also, I feel like you have to be fearless in your life. And when people come to me and they say, you know, I want to be a comedian, I'm afraid I'm going to fail, or I want to write a book, I'm afraid I'm going to fail, I'm saying, well, don't worry, baby, because you are going to fail.
Yeah.
You're going to scrub your ass on uncarpeted, like plywood. You're going to get splinters all up in your soft parts. But don't let that keep you from pursuing what you want to do, ever.
What is wrong with you?
The imagery.
On uncarpeted plywood, you're gonna get splinters and all.
I'm trying to bring home. I want to make that image. I want to make you feel it. I want to make you taste it. You felt it. You got a big old splinter.
I just cringed in my crotch. Joining us is a special guest and friend, Aisha Tyler's here.
Hey.
She's performing tonight, 2 shows, 8 p.m., 10:30, as well as 10:30 tonight and tomorrow at Caroline's on Broadway here in Manhattan. You can call 212-757-4100 for tickets, or go online and catch her, all right?
Go see the nice girl from Friends Get Down and Dirty.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie Wheeler said the F word.
Yeah. The nice girl from the talk, too. Congratulations on the talk.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's been great. With my girl Cheryl Underwood, Sharon Osbourne, Julie Chen, Sarah Gilbert.
Yeah.
And now we're in our 4th season, and we're the fastest growing show in daytime television. So we're doing really good.
Now,
good.
it feels like this is like, you know, when rap crews get together and they start, everybody, like, you got TD on the West Coast, you got Young Money on the, you know, everywhere else, and you know, MMG, and it's the talk is like TDE, right? And then you got
and then good music is like the real,
and then you got who's the
Tiny Tonight.
Okay.
Then we have The View.
Yeah.
And there's so many different ones that are just coming out.
Right.
Do you ever look at them and you're like,
no.
We kind of started this.
You know, I feel like when the talk started, and I wasn't there the first season, but when the talk started, everybody compared it to The View because it was another show with 5 women. What I always say is it wasn't like people were like, well, we already got Law and Order. We can't do no more shows about cops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's just another group of people, totally different attitude, totally different tone. But for me, and I have this in my work, in my creativity, everything I do, I'm not checking for anybody else. I'm never checking for anybody else. I'm doing my work the best way I can. My audience will find me. If you're out there doing your thing and people love you, God bless you, because there's room for everybody. It's not like people only watch 1 hour of TV a day. So if we're serving our audience, everybody else is serving their audience, they're going to win or lose on their own merit.
Yeah.
And I just, as an artist, I never check for other people.
So there's
ever.
no talk show battles going on.
No. I mean,
You're not trying to slap a broad or nothing.
No,
like that.
no. You know, I always tell all the young bucks that come around me, I go, the best way to win is to pass that person by where you rolling up the tinted windows on your Bentley.
Oh,
I'm not checking for you.
That's rapper style.
I'm never checking for anybody.
So that means that you guys don't watch it at all, and make sure you don't cover.
I'm sure
things
the producers on the show watch it to see, just to make sure we're all. But everything we do is different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just by its nature, it's different. Like even as a comedian, even as a musician, you want to listen to your peers because you love what they're doing. You want to see what's out there. But like I don't ever want to be thinking like, how can I position myself differently? I'm just trying to be true to my own voice, true to my own style all day long. That's what's going to make me the best artist. And I respect other people doing the thing. And also anybody out there who's talented, I'm like, God bless you. Yeah. You're hilarious. I never want to take anything from everybody. And I don't think giving somebody else their propers takes anything away from me. I always feel like graciousness, magnanimity, right? There's room for everybody. If you're innovating, good. Like bring it, right? It makes me better too, right?
Yeah.
If what is out there is hot, then that's gonna make me hotter. So everybody's out there doing their thing. Just God bless them, you know.
Wow,
Yeah.
Aisha Tyler, I like that attitude, man. We was trying to stir it up a little bit. You didn't bite it. She was like, I ain't biting, Sway.
He was like, you ain't never yanked the weave. I'm like,
you
no,
never
I ain't
done that,
shaking
huh?
for nobody. Leave your hair on your head.
Okay.
I'm not messing with shit.
All right, okay. Because
You paid for it. It's yours.
because Adrian Broner was here, she said about you that.
I'm a cannabis.
Okay. Oh, I'm thinking. Broner. Oh, that's the boxer. Okay,
I
never
thought he
mind.
said Adrian Brody.
Yeah,
I was like,
So many rumors, potential rumors.
All right, what you got in Celebrity Wire?
Okay, so on Wednesday night, the big conversation was all about Kanye West and Jimmy Kimmel. Is this reconciliation really going to go down? Were they going to start feuding on television and whatnot? Because we know the outrage that Kanye felt when this spoof happened. He took it to Twitter. He ended up acting like Amanda Bynes and whatnot. So when he finally came and sat down, things went really well. Kanye, he was on his mic and just talking, overpowering the conversation, even though Jimmy, he was trying to get his interview on, but he couldn't that much. Now, Jimmy actually was on the flip end because he did an interview giving his comments on how things went down with Kanye. And he said that, you know what, it's good that Kanye was actually talking that much because one thing that he learned on the radio is the value of shutting up and listening.
Yeah.
He had a lot to say and seemed very passionate. I felt like I was absorbed by it, and I thought the audience was too. And he said the green room was really much on it as well because usually they're not paying attention.
Aisha, did you see that interview?
I did watch the interview.
What did you think of it?
Let me just say, I love Kanye. I've known him for a long time. I was on the board of his foundation. He started a foundation to bring music to inner city kids. I think his heart is in the right place.
Wow.
He's just so mad. Why is he so mad? Why is he so angry at everybody? I don't understand it. You're so successful, and you're such a talented artist, and you have nothing to prove because your art speaks for itself. So why you mad?
Why you
You
mad?
know, why you mad? You mad? Why you mad? You know, that part I don't get. And I feel like for all of us in this business, you make a deal with the devil, unfortunately, when you get into it, which is that the more famous you get, the more mess you got to deal with.
Wow.
And you have to just understand that's the deal. That's the deal you made. So you can't be mad when people want to take your picture. But I do feel like Kanye, I have so much respect for him. But he's mad at the paparazzi, but he gives them what they want every single time they turn on the camera. So if I know I'm going to poke the bear and the bear's going to go, Rah! I'm going to poke it every single time. So what the bear needs to do is just chill.
Chill out.
Chill out. And I feel like if he didn't give them what they wanted, they wouldn't come after him the way that they do.
Good point.
He's a very emotional guy. I know he sees himself as an artist, and that emotion is a part of that. And I have mad respect for the work.
So when you signed your deal with the devil, what were like some of the terms in the contract?
I had my people sign my deal with the devil. I didn't actually interact. No, I sent an assistant to deal with it. I mean, it's just a bargain that you make. You can't separate the two, unfortunately, right? The more you want the power and the accolades that come with infamy, and then there's a dark side to it, and you just can't separate the two things. It's impossible.
DJ Wonder often we talk about this, and you know, he's a very talented DJ, talented than most that are extremely successful. But he's kept his career at a certain place, and maybe he hasn't decided to sign that deal yet. That would help him catapult to those higher heights.
There are choices too. You make choices every day. I mean, I had this conversation about Brad Pitt and Matt Damon. They're both equivalently famous, right?
Yeah.
But Matt was talking to Brad one day and saying, I walk my kids to school every day. And he said that the look on Brad's face was so disappointed, not angry, but like, I wish I could do that with my children.
Yeah.
And, you know, obviously he's a part of a power couple that makes it, you know, and so is Kanye. But you can also choose. You can choose how you interact with the world. You can choose not to always roll up with it, you know, with everything blinging and posse dripping off of you. You can choose. You know what I mean? You can choose. Once you've chosen to live a life on a yacht in front of a camera, then you can't all of a sudden say, well, why is everybody following me? Right. Who put that sign in front of my head? Stop taking pictures.
Who put the sign?
Who put that sign there?
When he ran into the
he was so mad.
You know,
he went in the restaurant, came back out to yell some more. Yeah.
You gotta love it though.
He is a
talented guy.
He's
man.
a talented dude.
Aisha, thank you for coming by.
It was my pleasure.
I love having you.
I can't wait for Kanye to give me an angry call. So
and
we can
have
our makeup interview.
We will post this on Sway'sUniverse.com. It'll get out. All right.
Oh shit.
All right. No. What you do is you invite him to the talk.
I will always say I have mad respect for him as an artist and as a person, and I hope that he can find a way to not be so furious all the time.
Most important artist in the game today.
He's making it happen.
I stand by that.
It's Sway in the morning, only
on Shade 45.